Okay, what is up, my fellow stackers? So today I have the top 8 deck list from Chicago Monthly number 12. Before we get started, real quick, just want to give a shout out to Southside Gaming. They're hosting an insane Edison tournament on March 29th in Miami. And dude, like look at this pricing. First place is 3 ulti rare Kaias, which is the same as RBET, except you also get the Black Rose Dragon UDS playmat. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that thing goes for like 2 to 5K or something. I don't know the market on those, but I know it's like really, really expensive. And then second place is ulti rare JD and Dark Arm, which is also the same as RBT, except you also get the JD Dark Arm playmat. And then third place is Ultimate First Black Rose, but you also get the Black Rose playmat. And then fourth is ulti rare Stardust, and you get the Stars playmat. So that's like freaking insane pricing. This is, I legit think this might be the best prize pool ever for an Edison tournament. Like, no cap. Someone let me know if that's wrong, but I'm pretty sure it is. And right now there's only 48 players attending. Me and Marcus will be attending as well. So if you're in the area, hope to see you there. And yeah, whoever tops this event is going to be like looking pretty nice. So that's awesome. And then yeah, so getting started with the deck list and overall recap. So Kolenda won, and unless you've been living under a rock, not only does this man win the biggest TGS tournament for Edison yet, he also just won YCS Vegas, the Ultimate Time Wizard 3v3, playing Tengu Plant. So this man has now won 2 Ultimate Time Wizards with Vayu and Tengu Plant, and he just won this monthly with Blackwing. So my sensei is not a one-trick. Man's a freaking beast. So yeah, shouts to him. 80 players, biggest, I feel like I say this every time, but it is the biggest monthly yet again. A whole year of monthlies now without missing a single month. Shouts to Nick and Vidmar for the TGS guys for being the freaking goats. And yeah, the meta distribution's kind of effed. People already probably looking at it like, what the hell, 19 Blackwings? That's like way more than normal. 12 Vayu Turbo. Like, Blackwings is normally always the most represented deck, but this is by a large margin. Literally a fourth of the player base is Blackwings. And then we have Glads, Hero Frolic, and Machina, followed by Frog Monarch, Hero Bee, and a bunch of miscellaneous deck lists. I couldn't find 2 deck lists. Normally what happens is after the monthly, I take all the deck lists home and I go through them and like start documenting, tallying them up. But I couldn't find 2 deck lists, but I don't know. And then top 8, so Blackwings, not only were Blackwings the most represented deck, they overperformed with 5 Blackwing players topping, and 1 Hero Bee, 1 Dragon Turbo, 1 Quick Draw. Some things that I think are a little funky besides the obvious Blackwing inflation is there's only 2 Gigaplant and there's only 1 Forgs. Like, Frog OTK is Forgs essentially. So I feel like at a local on/IRL level, those types of combo decks are definitely less represented, but those decks are also just harder to play. So it's not a surprise to me that those decks are less represented in IRL meta. That being said, I feel like people are afraid of those decks, so maybe more people switch to Blackwings because those decks, like Blackwings, just naturally does pretty well into everything, especially since they can just aggro out into combo. But yeah, there's a spicy timeline with Alex Chen's Hero Bee. Dude, guys are freaking beasts. So I just want to show some picks before going to the top 8. So yeah, Kolenda won and he won a super rare Trapdoor Shoot. So this is the top 4 pick. 3 Blackwings and 1 Hero Bee, kind of crazy. PP, Pristine Protection, gives out their care package for a top 4 as usual. So thanks to PP for always doing that. And yeah, we had a full packed house. It's crazy this time because, so last month we started doing pre-registration because we were getting way too many people, and Nick ended up buying more tables to increase the cap. And so this time, last time we had too many people who pre-registered and didn't show up. So this time we said, okay, if you pre-register, you have to prepay now. And we had like 70 something pre-registrants, and pretty much everyone showed up. So that's awesome. We'll definitely be hoping to do that again for the next monthly. And with that being said, let's go to the top 8 deck lists. Okay, starting off with the 5th through 8th place deck lists, we have Jesse. Jesse was the only Dragon Turbo player, and I feel like for a while he might have been the only Dragon Turbo player, and still is. He's always playing this brew. His main deck is, I'm pretty sure, the exact same as this is his second top. A lot of people have gotten their second top for this tournament. So this is his second top. I'm pretty sure his main deck's exactly the same. Side deck is also really, really similar. I think he's added in DD Crow and Mask of Restricts to respect the combo decks. But other than that, I feel like the list is pretty standard. I do think, as like personally from Vite Turbo standpoint, and I feel like a lot of other decks would agree that the Hydro Pump build with Torrential Mirror Force is really scary, because when I play against this deck, I just turn my brain off and just look at my hand and be like, C-card, play card, do the most damage. And against a main deck Mirror Force and Torrential, when I think the back rows are always fake or Reckless Greeds, that's really, really scary to me. So I don't know if there's room for Mirror Torrential being standardized, but I do think the Hydro Pump build is really scary. But yeah, congrats to Jesse. Next, there's gonna be a lot of Blackwing decks, guys, so get used to it. So next we have Henry. This is also Henry's second top. He's an OG from back in the day. I've known him for a really long time, back when Edison was a thing, and I respected him a lot. He was way, way better than me back then, and I definitely learned a lot from him back in the day. And I'm glad to see him playing again. And yeah, his deck list. So I know Blackwings are all standard, but I'm going to talk about the tech choices, because I do think like the 36, 37, 38, 39, 40th card, whatever, they do matter, and especially in a meta right now where the meta is like blown wide open. So Henry, so I kind of made fun of Henry for this, but like I told him like, bro, your deck screams I can't play the mirror match, so I'm gonna play Starlight Road and Dark Illusion. He has 2 Starlight Roads, one in the main, one on the side, and 1 Dark Illusion. But he did say like, okay, so 1 Dark Illusion, anytime that card was flipped, that card went crazy. I saw that card get flipped so many times. It's actually really, really good. I've always been kind of hyping this card ever since Chai started playing it, because it's good into Blackwing. You can stop Sirocco pumps with it, which I think is really, really big. Stop Icarus's, obviously. Against Vayu, like a million things target. Hero Frogs, like all the Monarchs target. So it's like a pseudo pulling the rug. I think that card is insane. Starlight Road in the main, so I've never been a fan of that card in the main, but he was telling me like not only is it good against Blackwing for Icarus attack, but we do have a good amount of GB players, and GBs has been picking up steam because GBs is really good into combo decks. A lot of people have no idea how to play into GBs, so that it makes sense to me. Like I understand why he does it for sure. And the side deck, so he's not playing the Mind Control Raikou package. Instead, he's elected to play Double Knock, which is totally fine. I don't really think you can necessarily say one is better than the other. And you can see like Mask of Restrict slipping in there for the combo decks. He's only on 1 Fissure. I freaking love that card. I think that every time I've seen a Blackwing player draw that card, I feel like it's been really, really good. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about this list. Congrats to Henry, second top. Next we have Faisal. So I think this is Faisal's first top. He's playing Quick Draw Hero. For those who don't know, this is the deck I probably have the second most reps on, because this is just one of my favorite decks ever. Always big fan of plants. His list is definitely way different from mine. So he's playing, not only playing 2 Quick Draw, he's playing 2 Karma Cut and 2 Raigeki Break. I'm gonna have to test out Karma Cut in the main, because I'm siding Karma Cuts, but Karma Cut comes in almost every matchup, so maybe I should just be maining it. But when I look at his list, like overall, it looks kind of bricky, because like he's playing Gale, which I don't really get, because the only 2 tuners he's playing for Gale that you can't access normally are Brio and Kutest, Brio and Goyo. He's not even playing a level 5, so that doesn't really seem to make sense to me. But I feel like in this list, you should just be playing Plague Spreader. Like, you have Foolish, you have a bunch of mill cards, and a bunch of discard cards. So I don't know why he's not necessarily playing Plague Spreader. And then he's playing Chaos Sorcerer, but he's only playing 3 lights. So, and how many darks is he playing? If you count Chaos Sorc itself, it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 darks. 9 darks. Chaos Sorcerer itself, and then Necrogardener being a target you don't really... But hey, maybe this deck just needs like that volatile piece. And for those who don't know, I swear by this card. This card is freaking nut. This card is so good. Like, if you play this deck, I really highly recommend playing this card. And then in the side deck, so to me, it seems like he kind of said, I'm just going to say F it and lose to Blackwing and try to beat every other matchup. Because in the side deck, he really only has like 2 Trapstun, 2 Bottomless, and a Sirocco. I feel like Blackwing is this deck's hardest matchup, and I have a lot more stuff in my side deck for it. But I can totally see the approach of just say F it. Like I have a lot of good playable matchups into everything else, and if Blackwing is the only thing I kind of lose to, then I'm willing to accept it. Except there's 19 Blackwings at this tournament. I think he only played two, but he lost. I know he lost to. I think he played two, three. Oh, I think he played two in Swiss, beat one, lost to one, and then lost to Kolenda in top eight. So yeah, I mean, if Blackwings wasn't such a dominant deck, dude, I swear, guys, this deck is actually good. I'm a really big fan and believer of this deck. The Breed Dragon's like so crack, one of my favorite cards. Yeah, I could go on and on about this deck, but yeah. Moving on. And next we have Emmanuel. I'm pretty sure this is also Emmanuel's second top, again with Blackwings. So he's on double value, and he's playing double value and triple blizzard. So that's a lot, but some people swear by it. And everything else looks really standard. He's been playing double D prison. One thing I've noticed is a lot more and more Blackwing players are deciding to play Gores. Gores is freaking broken. And then he's not opting to main oppression, just both in the side, saying I want to beat Blackwings in value, which is also my mindset. Everything else, dude, this side deck looks way too standard. What am I missing here? There's no Fissure. Emmanuel, I don't know if you're watching this, but you should try to play Fissure, bro. That card is nutty. Fissure's broken. Like he's playing double Soul Release. I don't think Soul Release is that good right now. The stonks on that card are down a lot. Like this card's mainly for Hero Frog and Lightsworn and those decks. Well, Lightsworn's actually pretty good right now, like Christiasworn specifically, but I feel like you have enough hate for that. And Hero Frog stonks are definitely down. I don't think Soul Release is that good into the Forg OTK deck. Like Crow is just way better, and you just need more outs to concentrate. But he does have double Cyber, double Dyna, but I digress. It's a Blackwing deck. This is one of the more standard lists. I think literally if he took out one value and put in, I don't know, like a book or an oppression, it'd literally be like as standard as it gets. But yeah, good stuff to Emmanuel. I mean, top four, Gerardo. So this is also Gerardo's second top, I'm pretty sure. His list is definitely spicier. He's playing Solidarity Blackwings. I personally think the concept is cheeks because making a synchro that's not a winged beast kind of ruins the deck. But the cool stuff with Solidarity is if you have like Solidarity and Whirlwind and you summon like, I don't know, a Blizzard, you could search Sirocco. Like that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. It is double continuous spell card though, so I don't know how that is to happen. The other cool thing is he gets to play Eradicator since any of the level 4 or basically Boros or Sirocco are all become Eradicator targets. So that's really cool. Being able to like kind of do devastating stuff to Gladiator Beast calling traps or the combo decks calling spells. I feel like a lot of people are respecting the combo decks, even though we only had 3 and neither of them topped. And then looking at his side deck, he's also playing double Soul Release, but he is playing Fissure. He's playing the second of both viruses. But dude, he's playing Tuner Scheme, so I haven't seen this card in a minute. I remember when I first discovered this card, I was like, wait, this card's kind of cracked. So for those who don't know what it does is anytime a Synchro monster is special summoned, not Synchro summoned, special summoned, so that includes value Synchros, you can take control of it and then remove it from play when Tuner Scheme is destroyed. So that sounds broken, right? Because you essentially like +1, and +1s in Edison are obviously very hard to come by. The thing is, this card has to be used on summon. So, and it's more specific because I feel like you can't really cite it into anything except like Vayu or Diva Hero. And you have to draw it before the monster comes out, right? You can't draw it after. So basically, long story short, in my testing, Compulse was just almost always better because Compulse is way more versatile into other decks. You can draw it after the Synchro monster has been summoned. But when this card goes off, it's really insane. I've been Tuner Schemed before, and I've lost the match because of it. I've even Dust Shooted someone, saw Tuner Scheme, and then lost the match because of it, because I'm like, wow, I cannot summon Armed Wing right now. This is ass. So I think the card is really cool. I wish it was better, though. And then his extra deck is really standard. He can't play Cyber Dragon because of Solidarity, but your Machina matchup is already better if you draw Solidarity, because the main problem with the Machina matchup is the guys are kind of big and Fortress is kind of a bitch to deal with. But with Solidarity, it's much more manageable. Gerardo was also one of the first people to play Cold Wave in Blackwings. Like the week he topped the first time with Blackwings, he had Cold Wave, and then True Hero topped with Black Wings with Cold Wave. But I see now that he's cut it, so maybe like I'm not a fan of Cold Wave in the main deck, but I do think it has space on the side deck now for combo decks. But yeah, good stuff to Gerardo. I like the list. It's cool. Okay, and then next is Carter. So this is also Carter's second top. His first top was with Amaryllis, and now he's playing Blackwing. I know people are probably be like, "Boo, go back to Amaryllis. Blackwing's lame." But when I watched Carter play, I've never seen him lock in so hard. He played out of his freaking mind. You know how you can tell when you watch someone play? Like you don't even have to see the cards on the board. You can just like by their body language, by the way their like faces, you can just tell they're like locked in. Like Carter was freaking locked in. So his list, he's playing Book of Moon in the main. The stonks on Book are definitely higher because it's good into Giga. Like if you Book of Moon a Giga plan when they activate Supervise, that's crack. Make sure Shura better. Like obviously everyone knows back in the day, Book of Moon was a really good card because a lot more decks were playing synchro heavy strategies. And everything else looks pretty normal. Dude, I think this might be the Marcus's Orlando list, -1 deck dev, +1 book. I think that might be it. I do remember Carter saying he hates deck dev. I don't know, like how you can hate deck dev, like that card. That's kind of crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's harder for Blackwings to afford deck dev. Obviously, he's got both in the side though, so that's totally fine. And he's doing the one Cyber Dragon, one system down. I'm seeing this more and more often in Blackwings, and I feel like I might be going crazy for assuming Cyber Dragon double Cyber is just better than system down, but I just value the versatility in Cyber Dragon so much. And then everything else, yeah, pretty normal. Dark Illusion, dude, I saw him. Okay, so in top 4, when he lost to Kolenda, Kolenda had a Armor Master on the field, like a real one, and then Carter uses Fissure, and then Kolenda chains Book of Moon on his Armor Master, and then Carter chained Dark Illusion. Like that's so crazy. I've never seen that interaction happen. So I was like, wait, that's kind of hot. That's kind of hot. So yeah. Oh, and it is actually like he's not playing Mistworm. He's playing the second Armor Master. I know people rarely ever go into Mistworm, but I swear like there are more Mistworms. Every Chicago Monthly I've seen an insane Mistworm. Like someone's made an insane Mistworm, so I don't know, but I know it rarely comes up. But yeah, good stuff to Carter. Okay. So I feel like Mr. Alex Chen was the talk of this tournament because not only is he playing a spicy ass list, this guy just won the last monthly, going 10-0, first time anyone's ever gone completely undefeated at Chicago Monthly, and he was playing Krishiasorn. His Krishiasorn list was kind of spicy, and this list is probably the most like list from left field. I've never seen a list like this do well in modern Edison. Like lists like this back in the day were prevalent, just like Hero Beat Stun, right? But yeah, this list is kind of crazy. So before you look at this and be like, what the hell am I looking at? This is ass. I don't think it's that ass. So my man made the read that Blackwings were going to be popular this tournament. So he's like, all right, Hero beats Blackwing, right? At least theoretically. And then he's like, well, I also don't want to lose to combo. Like, I don't want to lose to frogs. Like, that's the main problem with Hero Beat. Getting, like, a 2000 dupe frog is really hard to get over. So he's playing double Cyber Dragon, double Banisher. Like, Banisher was doing work for him all day. I saw this guy in top 4 against, I think it was against Gerardo on stream. Gerardo went Rowan Shura, search Kalut, pass. And he had Cyber Dragon Banisher. I'm like, wow, that is freaking insane. Just like Cyber Banisher, can't drop Kalut. That's really, really cool. He's also playing double Dino. Like, this man's just stunning everyone's face off. And, like, triple Hero Blast. Like, he's really focused on just making sure everything pluses, because there's no inherent pluses in this deck. So it's like Stratos. So you need the Sparks and Hero Blasts. Unfortunately, he did finally break in the finals. The finals was a really, really good match. Both players were playing really, really well. But he did draw, like, I think he drew, like, double Spark and double Hero Blast, like, almost all back-to-back. And he didn't have access to Alias. His one Alias got banished. But, yeah, he was cooking everyone all day. So, like, this deck just, like, screams that if you have good fundamentals, it's really hard to get sacked when you have so many trap cards. And you have so many stun monsters. So as long as your opponent can't put out something insane board out of nowhere, I feel like you're cooking, and this man cooked. And then looking at his side deck, dude, this seems like a meme because you're like, wait, this deck should beat Hero Beat. Why are you playing Triple Sirocco? Well, this man guaranteed himself to beat Blackwings because, dude, my guy was 19-0 at one point. 19-0 with 2 different decks. Like, I don't know if this like record's ever going to get broken again. 19-0 Like essentially going 19-1 over 2 tournaments isn't like insane. And there was a few matches I saw him drop double Sirocco. There's one match I saw him drop triple Sirocco. Like, if you have Sirocco 3 turns in a row backed by trap cards, that is freaking nuts. Yeah, so Sirocco obviously really good into Black Wings. He's playing double trap hole, double 7 tools. 7 tools makes sense because if you get trap stun, you want to be able to 7 tools the trap stun and not have your own trap be stunned. Because like a lot of people want to play trap stun this slot, but you can if you play a bunch of traps. But yeah, my man's cooking. I'm not really sure what 3 pulling the rug is for though. I'm not gonna lie. Might be missing something, but I feel like this is primarily for like Diva Hero and Frog Monarch, but there weren't really any Diva Hero or Frog Monarch, so I'm not sure why he felt the need to play 3. Maybe he just really didn't want any Monarchs resolving and super respected Forg deck. I mean, I guess there's also against Forgs if they transformation sign to the Breakers, this stops Breaker too. But yeah, 3 is a lot, so not completely sure. But yeah, my man's cooking, man. He's cooking. One thing I think is funny though is Alex is kind of infamously known for not playing -1s, but he's playing double compulse, so someone make fun of him for that. And then moving on to first place, Mr. Sensei Kolenda, solidifying him like as if he needed more solidification to show how much of a goat he is, winning the monthly and then now winning YCS Vegas. He's playing a really pretty standard list. I think it's really close to Carter's list. It's really also really close to Chime Marcus' list because I think it's the same thing, except he took out 1 draw trap, so he's only playing 2 draw traps, and he put a Book of Moon. I think Carter also put in Book of Moon, right? Wait, did Carter put in Book of Moon? Hold on, where is this guy? I'm blind. Oh yeah. Okay, so their lists are like almost like really similar. Like, and that's how you know people are coming to the same conclusions that Book of Moon is good when 2 people are trying to main deck Book of Moon. But yeah, so pretty standard list. I like Mind Control Raiko better than Double Knock. Mind Control, dude, as a Vire Turtle player, I'm telling you guys, Mind Control is my #1. It's public enemy #1. That is how I lose more games out of nowhere than not from like one singular card besides Dust Shield, obviously. And then also Double Master Restrict in the side deck, respecting Forgs and Gigavice. Double Dust Tornado, Dark Illusion. This card is if I play Black Wings, I would definitely play Dark Illusion. Everything else is really standard. I'm kind of surprised Matt didn't decide to main deck Oppression. Like, he decided to play the Book of Moon over Oppression. He's always telling me, like, in Vire Turbo, is like, sorry, are you playing Oppression yet? Are you playing Oppression yet? Because I know he loves that card. The card is really, really good. But yeah, I guess he also wanted to beat Blackwing Mirrors. But yeah, good stuff to Matt. Our next TGS tournament, one sec. So our next TGS tournament is going to be April 12th. It's going to be for 3 ulti. I believe they're unlim. There's no way they're first ed. They're first ed, that'd be crazy. Yeah, they're unlimited. Yeah, first place will be 3 ulti DD Crows, April 12th. If you're in the area, be sure, once the pre-registration link is up, it will be on the page. But yeah, hope to see everyone at the next monthly. Thanks for watching. Peace.